All right, welcome back to Smart Money Monday. Are you planning to buy a car this year? For a lot of people, it is the second biggest purchase they'll ever make in their lifetime. Here to provide some do's and don'ts is Tony DeSantis from Bank of Hawaii. Good morning, Tony. What do you got?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of questions you got to ask. It's a big purchase. There's a lot of expense to it, and there's quite a bit of research you want to do up front on that.
Oh, so what are some of the things that we need to keep in mind when we're doing this?
Yeah, so I think the first question you want to answer is around whether or not you're going to keep the car for a long period of time. So loan versus lease is I think the first question you want to answer. If you keep your car for an extended period of time, a loan probably makes more sense. But if you're somebody who likes to have a new car every 3 years, a lot of times a lease can be a more affordable option.
Okay, so let's separate them, go one at a time. Let's start with the auto loan.
Yeah, so on the auto loan, what you want to do is make sure you do your homework up front. So I would make sure you understand where you're at from a credit perspective, make sure you've looked at what kind of car you want to buy, maybe even get pre-approved for the loan up front so you know what kind of rates are available before you go into the dealership. And then when the dealer has offers, you can compare that to what you've already been approved for and go from there. The other thing you can do is do your research on the car values and what you're looking for. And then the other thing that's a good tip is if you know you're going to be buying a car 3 or 4 months from now, start putting the payment away like you're making a car payment, and that gives you a down payment that you can use when you do buy the car. A couple months worth of car payments can be a couple $1,000s towards that down payment.
Yeah. What about the trade-in?
Yeah, so the trade-in, I think, again, it goes back to the same thing. You want to do your homework and make sure that you understand what it's worth. On the wholesale market is what you're typically going to get if you go to like kbb.com or one of those websites. They'll tell you what a dealer typically is going to give you for wholesale or trade-in. You can also look at the option of selling it yourself. That's a little tougher, but sometimes make a little more money on the car in that scenario.
So obviously, the more armed you are with information when you walk into the room, the less stressful it's all going to be.
Knowledge is power.
All right, good stuff. Tony
All right.
DeSantis from Bank of Hawaii. Thanks for watching Smart Money Monday. We'll be right back.